My name is Kevin Farrell. I am the program director for NYCID at Concord High School, and I work through the Learning to Work program. We work with students that, for whatever reason, had a tough time making it work in a traditional public school setting. Here, they're working to do what's called credit recovery, where we offer more credits than a traditional public school, and the idea is that we're offering more support to them as well to help meet their academic and through LTW, their social and emotional needs as well.
I feel like NYCID is definitely a foundation that can help you grow further in life than just more than education. I feel like they've helped me become a better man and helped me better myself, whether it was mentally, physically, because they have the athletic program. And I appreciated that because I don't have money to afford to go to a gym, so for them to offer me that, it was more than just a blessing. And then same thing as far as like feeling like somebody you could come and talk to, it's kind of like a family type of feel. And that's why I appreciated them so much, because it's literally a home away from home. I live right down the block from here. I could go home anytime, but I'd rather stay here and spend my time in school. And nowadays you don't hear that in kids, so like that's why I'm all for the NYCID program. I believe that it really does help people towards their future. I personally like music, and the school hasn't had a music program or art program. And one of the counselors who just left, Kelly, had opened an art program due to me, and it just felt amazing, you know. It kind of felt like I had some power there, and it's like they actually are listening. It's not that they're just looking at you, they're actually hearing what you're saying.
Like, first off, I actually want to pursue two careers. I wanted to be a cardiologist, but I also want to, at the same time, it might sound a bit crazy to some or maybe most people, but I also want to be part of the film industry. Well, I would say to those, whoever who would watch this, to just try the program. It'll really help you, and it'll actually help you, because these people, the counselors, are very, very dedicated, and they're not doing it just to get a paycheck. They're actually doing it too because they genuinely feel that a student like me or Chris could achieve their dreams.
My name is Charlotta Gay. It's been great. We're all practically like a family. There's at least 2 to 3 people I can speak to about anything, whether it's personal or non-personal. I had like my own personal counselor, so when I was like going through rough times and I don't want to talk to anybody else, you know, I was comfortable talking to that person. And also, like, they help us with goals and stuff, and establishing what we want to do and how we can get there. They're amazing. They're like younger parents that you always wanted. So, you know, they're caring, you know, they're strict but not too strict. They look out for you. So it's like you have a friendship and a partnership with them.
Personally, I want to be a music teacher. Yeah. NYCID has actually helped me out a lot with that. They got me a job at DA Music Art School. And they've been rooting for me, helping me out. They even helped me look for colleges. Like, it's amazing. These are great people. They're amazing people. They know what they're doing, and they're here for you.
Hello, my name is Anthony Costantino. I am the proud principal of Public School 21, the Margaret P. Emery Elm Park School. NYCID has come into our school this year as part of our 21st Century Grant. They really developed and organized a robust after-school program that goes from a guitar class, a choir, to breakdancing, to comic book making, to literacy enrichment, math support. You know, it's an incredible program based on a lot of different interests from the kids and for the kids. NYCID's impact has been incredible. So even yesterday, I saw a first grader playfully chiding his mom because he didn't want to miss after school yesterday, and he wanted to stay in school while mom was picking him up early. And that's just like that little piece of evidence, that little interaction between mother and son, and how much that kid placed value on his education experience, especially in after school, was really incredible. And that's on top of, we've seen reading scores go up on an average of 1.5 grade levels within the Read Alliance program under NYCID. We've seen incident rates go down. We've seen kids participating in clubs and social groups more and more and more. I mean, the impact goes from just reading, writing, and math. It goes to the whole person, the whole child. And we're going to see our community really empowered and rise up as part of the growth with the younger children here at PS21 in partnership with NYCID.
My name is Onitha Swinton, and I am the interim acting principal at Port Richmond High School. So through their counseling piece, the coping skills, that's something that is needed here. And so not only do they have the mentorship providing that, but also the social worker. And through NYCID, we're also working to develop a mental health clinic here to also support that work. So one of the core values I think that NYCID focuses on the most is academic engagement. So here they've been able to support us in developing a 9th period extended day program that supports all of our 9th graders in reaching the 10+ credit mark, in addition to providing them opportunities for exposure into music, into the arts. We've seen students who have had just extreme mental health crises here. And NYCID has just been a caring team and an extremely responsive team. So not just responsive to the student, the team here also functions on our school attendance team, on our school inquiry team. So they're not only responsive to the student, but they've been responsive to the staff in supporting us and how to support a student in crisis. They've provided professional development for staff around what to do when a child experiences a crisis, and the extent of their support to the families as well. So they have a very comprehensive approach to how they support children.
The food pantry, it was amazing that we saw the need. We opened the food pantry, started very small, received a couple different grants. Now we're servicing 750 families a month with our food pantry. Doing over last month we did 772 families. That was the most that we served. So it's from crowded from the day we started 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock. It's nonstop. Families just coming in. So.
I like to do mediations because I think it's good to help people come over their conflicts without fighting. And it also teaches you how to handle your own situations better. So it just makes you a better person in general.
Well, my grandmother has a lot of problems with her sons. So if she's down, I will ask her what's wrong. And then she would tell me, and I would try to help her feel better, using the skills that I learned in mediating training. So
I feel like I'm on the process of contributing to people's personal power. To know how you can say and listen, and I think it's I love looping.
Looping is when you're listening to what she's saying, right? And then you guys basically summarize what she's saying, but you say it back to her, so you know that you're getting it right, and you're not getting something misunderstood, because when you're saying it back to her, she's like, yeah, I agree, or she could be like, no, that's not what I meant, so you don't get the story or the conflict wrong.
Being able to help people through their problems, even if I'm not getting into problems and it's not helping me learn much, I like being able to help others out.
So then I get to see the person in front of me, I'm like, oh, he's not being a jerk, he's struggling with something, and I'm like, oh, then I can take it and apply it to my life.
I'm really trying to work on how I perceive people, and particularly outside of mediation, because I know it's going to come in.
You might be hearing it wrong or differently, and when you say, is that what you said? And she might say, no, that's completely wrong. or that's not what I said. So it gives her an opportunity to rephrase and fix it, and where you could hear it the right way.
My name is Jonathan Gavidia. I work for New York Center for Interpersonal Development. Something that definitely motivates me is that these kids, all they really need is just that one person to help them get through their day, and it's pretty awesome to, to be that person, to show them that, I try my best, even if I don't get it all the way, I try my best to understand them, and that they're not alone. They're part of a bigger, larger community that wants to help them.